Welcome back to the channel. We are here June the 9th, and this is going to be the breakdown for June 10th. Two-game slate we got going on for Draftkings between the Brooklyn Nets and Milwaukee Bucks, and then game 2 of the Clippers and the Utah Jazz. But before we get into that, I'm going to give you my lineup that I did the other day just to show you guys the picks work, the process works. It's better if you guys put in lineups that are in smaller tournaments. That's how you can get, a better chance to get to the top. Because it's simple math. Do you want to go up against 30,000 people or 50,000 people? Or do you want to go against 5,000 people? So this one right here was entries was 5,098. And I came in, what is it, 1,000? No, I came in 326th place, but there's a lot of ties. So position paid was 1,165 total, and I got $12. Okay, double my entry to get into the 5K to first. Jab step was $6. Double my money. That's a part of the process. So in that, just my thinking. I don't think I did a video on this one, but I was looking at the situation between, and I got some questions and I answered them. So if you're looking in that comment section, you can go to my previous video, message me. I will be there and I'll forward you another message back. Communicate so you see an idea of where I want to be at in the next game. We can, brainstorm and come up with some other ideas. But with Mike Conley's injury, the key for me was to get all the guys that control the ball for Utah. So I knew Donovan Mitchell was a guarantee. I know Joe Ingles going to be boosted into the starting lineup and get some minutes and get some assists. He had 7 assists in that game, only 8 points. He had a poor shooting performance, but if he really went off, he would have skyrocketed all the way to the top. And then Jordan Clarkson really becomes that sixth man. Since Eagles is thrusted into the starting lineup and get more minutes, Clarkson really becomes the lone ranger to score on that second unit. Obviously, he's probably going to be the sixth man of the year anyway, so that was a guarantee to have him in there, and he got you 18 points. I wanted a better performance out of him, but that's fine. Some people that let me down were Marcus Morris and Bogdanovich. But another thing that we stuck with in the previous video about Hunter being out, every time Hunter's out, I want Herter. I want Herter or I want Gallinari, or I want both. I want one of the two or just both, because that's a big loss and the minutes have to be allocated to those type of guys. So let's hop in to tomorrow's slate, Thursday. Just to let you know, FanDuel does not have their Thursday slate up yet because I'm doing this video a little bit earlier. So you're not going to get a little, the pricing on this site and that site. You could just go stay on the DraftKings side, and then when they finally post it, you can see the difference there. That's just unfortunate right now, but this is the time I need to do my video. So, starting off with the two-game slate at the point guard position, 7K and below. We're back at the 7K and below because it's a two-game slate. We have some options. Now, you can see that I'm kind of one-sided in my picks. That's just because these guys are getting minutes and they're producing. And the Clippers, from series to series, are changing their starting five. So who are they going to play more? Now, point guard, starting off with Rajon Rondo. The last series against Dallas, it was key to have Reggie Jackson. Now, this series, I'm seeing that it's clear to have Rajon Rondo. They want more of a ball control guy to come out. And the mismatch wasn't as glaring to stop Doncic like it is on Utah. So the guard play right here, we got Rajon Rondo boosted up, Patrick Beverley way boosted down. Now, if I'm getting Rondo at 28 minutes, we know how playoff Rondo does. And in those 28 minutes, look at that. Look at what you see. A very solid performance. I understand you want a little bit more DK production, but 5 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. He's halfway to a triple-double. So why not? I think he gets maybe a couple more shots, maybe a couple more assists and some rebounds, get a little more active, and some steals come in because you know how Rondo is with his hands. I like the opportunity, especially if it's someone, a veteran like him at 3,500 getting 25-plus minutes. You got to try it. You have to do it. There's no other option. What you going to play? It's a two-game slate. I understand if it was 8 games, I'm searching for someone. But no, it's 2 games. Rajon Rondo, We know playoff Rondo, and you know how he performs. I'm getting 28 minutes of playoff Rondo. I'm going to play it. I like it there at 3,500. Let's go to shooting guard. Another switch that the Clippers are doing. They're playing Luke Kennard more, and the reason being is this is a 3-point shooting team that they're going up against the Utah Jazz. And to you got to fight fire with fire right now. They are highly octane offense. And you need to have 3-point shooters out there. Luke Kennard is someone that you got in the offseason to do that. You paid him for it. So you lost Landry Shamet. Luke Kennard comes in. He has to be a 3-point shooting guy. And he got not only the 3-point shots, 4 or 6, he got the minutes. 29 minutes out there providing for the Clippers to go up against the Utah Jazz. And he's going to go up with guys like Georges Niang and Royce O'Neal. So not too much of a problem right there because Royce O'Neal is going to be busy defensively on the other guys like Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. So Luke Kennard can have some opportunity to shoot that 3 ball. And I like him at 3,300. If he's getting the same amount of minutes, yes, we're going to go back to that well. Next is going to be small forward Royce O'Neal. They don't go deep into their bench at all. The Utah Jazz, they tend to stay with the starting 5, and then off the bench it'll be Derek Favors, it'll be Niang, and it'll be Jordan Clarkson. Okay, those are the 3 main guys. They're kind of running like an 8-9 man rotation. So the starters are going to be key. They're going to get big, major minutes. And you see the consistency, 35, 36, 36. The minutes are there. He's providing a little bit of everything. He's a very good defender. As you can see, 1 steal, 3 steal, 4 steals, and then 1 steal against Clippers in game 1. He got you 8 points and 11 rebounds and 3 assists as well, plus a block. Very, very active. This is a key cog to have in there. This is a lock and move on. Someone at that 5K range that can get you 30 and you move on and don't think about it. Royce O'Neal is going to be that guy. I love him at 5,100. Next is going to be Marcus Morris Sr. He had a poor performance for me. He gave me a little snowflake the game before. 4-14 shooting, 28% from the field goal range, 1-9 from the 3. That is horrible. That's 11%. That was not like him at all. He did way better in the Dallas Mavericks series. So I'm expecting a bounce back performance with him. So if you're looking at props, anything over 10 points for him, I think he can do. He's going to be on the court. He's getting the minutes, 42, 30, and 33. Obviously, he's getting just a smidge less so they can provide more minutes to Luke Kennard and Rajon Rondo. That's why I like them. But Marcus Morris has been a very good, reliable 3-point shooter for the Los Angeles Clippers. You want a little more rebounds out of him, but he is a very scrappy small forward, power forward, like him and his brother. So I expect a bounce back game from him. And with those type of minutes, 30 plus at 4,500, that is a steal to have in a 2-game slate. Next, before I go to the center, is going to be Bryn Forbes. For Milwaukee Bucks, obviously they need their starters to step up. They're going to need Middleton to knock down some threes. They're going to need Drew Holiday to continue, and then they're going to need a more aggressive Giannis. Giannis has kind of been doing his thing. It's just the cast and characters around him haven't been following suit because the high-octane offense from the Brooklyn Nets. So Bryn Forbes is going to be that guy, that 6-man off the bench, with P.J. Tucker probably getting to foul trouble, which is going to be a recurring tendency because he's going up against KD. KD is going to be very aggressive, taking the ball to the hoop. And unfortunately, PJ Tucker is a very aggressive defender, and he's going to get in foul trouble. They might have to go with a smaller lineup. Bryn Forbes is going to be that guy to get 20-plus minutes to come off the bench. He's going to have to knock down threes for them to stay close in these games. Obviously, 4-6, 2 of 8. He's shooting at a pretty decent clip. They need to get him some more opportunities. It's going to be between him and Bobby Portis. Those are going to be the key guys off the bench to, keep the lead or keep it close and not get into a blowout yet again. It's going to be relied upon the bench, all right? Size with Brook Lopez, and the bench is going to have to come through for Milwaukee if they think they're going to get a game against the Brooklyn Nets. So I like him at 4,100. I want to take a shot at him just because they're going to need the three-point shooting ability, and I see PJ Tucker getting to some foul trouble yet again. And in the center position, we're going to go with Ivica Zubac. That's because Rudy Gobert is the center that he is. And to understand the small ball does work for the Los Angeles Clippers, but you do need a big body down there to bang with Favors, to bang with Rudy Gobert. And they gave Zubac a big boost in minutes from 3 and 5 in the past two previous games back to his normal allotment to 20. With Serge Ibaka out, they're going to rely upon Ivica Zubac to get in there, and he was very effective in a small amount of time. With only 20 minutes, he got 11 points, 3 blocks, 3 assists, and 6 rebounds. Very active. They only bumped him up $100. So I like this out of him. I expect another performance similar to this. And you can just move on. So you get that luxury in DraftKings to play two centers. So you can get your high price one and then get you a cheap one, and then you can pay up at other spots. So with this core that we got right here, you're left with $12,950 for the last two spots, so you can fit in Giannis and KD if you want to, and then you have some extra money to go and upgrade some of these other guys. So you don't have to follow the complete core. Obviously, the way for to get yourself to the top of the leaderboards is go with stacks. This is only a 2-game slate. You got to get creative, okay? You're not going to just be able to pick him from here. And it's not 6 games where I pick one guy from here, one guy from here. The guys that are winning are doing stacks. You stack it up in basketball. You definitely stack it up in football. You already know about that with the quarterback, with the wide receiver tight end combination, and you can do any variation of that. But before we get to the football, so back to basketball. You got to stack. You got to stack. I got a little Clipper stack going on. You can switch some guys out, put in Kawhi Leonard. But that's going to be tomorrow's core, value core that we have, so you can pay up at other spots. Let's look over to FanDuel and show you the props that we got going on for Thursday. The first one I want to do, especially if Mike Conley's out again, even if he plays, he's going to be limited. It is a hamstring injury. They're not going to just thrust him out there and tell him, yo, you're full go. So Donovan Mitchell to score 30 points is going to be something I'm looking forward to, and that you can get at as a minus 154, a nice solid number right there. And then move on. He's taking like 30 shots a game, and he's taking a ton of shots, and he's getting to the free throw line. So him not getting 30 points is kind of crazy. It's kind of a lock. You just like move away. All right, thank you, Donovan. And he's home. Yeah, come on, the Spider. Next, we're going to look at, I've been taking advantage of this game after game. With the small lineup for the Clippers, Paul George has become a rebounder, and I like the 8+ rebounds for Paul George at a minus 130. You can take the shot at 10 rebounds and above for him, and that's plus money, but I want to be a little bit safer. Paul George with the 8 rebounds and over for him. And if we're just looking at it, let's go to the shooting guards. We go to Paul George. The games with over 8 rebounds, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 games in the last 5 over 8 rebounds. It's because they changed the lineup. Smaller lineup, and with the loss of Serge Ibaka, these guys, these small forwards and power forwards, are going to have to step up, rebound the ball. He's playing a little bit closer to the basket right there and getting some opportunities. And then last but not least, the third prop is going to be in that Clippers and Utah Jazz game. I want the over. Okay, I want the over 221. I think this is a very cheap price. You can get this right now, minus 108. I think they go above that. The reason why it closed that game 1 at 221 was because Utah Jazz, poor performance. They did not come out firing. They were rusty. They had a quick series with the Memphis Grizzlies, and they haven't been playing for about a week. Came out slow, and you saw Clippers to that big 13-point lead. I like Jazz to come out strong. Clippers going to have to keep up pace, and they're going to be scoring the ball all quarter, each quarter, okay? And I think that 221 goes over very easily for tomorrow. We will see. And that is tomorrow's score. Let me know how you feel down below, guys. I appreciate you guys for checking in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Send me pictures of your winnings. Continue to comment down below. Let's continue to grow the group. We're at 366 in subscribers. We're almost at 400. Let's get there, guys. Hopefully by next week. Let's keep pushing it. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. You're going to be seeing more winnings up there. I got some stuff to post up already. I just don't do it. I have it. I just don't do it. So I'm not trying to brag, but look, I'm gonna post some stuff more. All right, I'll post the $12 one, and I post the parlay that I won the day before. So we're gonna keep the love going around. Send me things so I can keep, I want to big up you guys. I want to talk about you guys. I want to. This is for us. All right, it's not just me. I'm giving you picks so we all can cash. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Peace out.